Hi, and welcome. So I'm here. My name is Jessica Ware, Dr. Jessica Ware. I'm an associate curator at the American Museum of Natural History and one of the co-founders of Black and Ento Week. And I'm here with Dr. Henry Fadamiro, and we're going to be talking about IABE and what different ways people can get involved in Black entomology. Dr. Fadamiro, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself and your research?
Thank you, Jessica. I'm very honored to be invited to participate in this program, and I want to thank you and your team for making this a reality. Uh, my name is Henry Fadamiro. Currently, I'm a professor of entomology at Auburn University in Alabama. I also serve as Associate Dean for Research for the College of Agriculture at Auburn University. And in terms of my background, and that actually goes to why I'm interested in entomology. So I was born in southwestern Nigeria, that is in West Africa. And growing up in Nigeria, I saw firsthand the devastation caused by insect pests to food and to human health. And that is actually the main reason why I decided on a career in entomology and pest management to solve problems, to help solve those insect problems. I received my bachelor's and master's degree from the Federal University of Technology in Nigeria. And in 1992, I was fortunate to be awarded a Rhodes Scholarship for my PhD degree at the University of Oxford in England. And after finishing my PhD degree in 1995, I moved to the United States first at Iowa State University as a postdoctoral researcher, and then later on at the University of Minnesota as a research scientist. And after that, I worked for the Minnesota Department of Agriculture as a program leader. And then from there, I joined Auburn University in 2003 as assistant professor and became a full professor in 2010.
Wonderful, thank you. That's a variety in your career that really has led you to the path that you're on now. I suppose I would just tell the listeners that I first met Dr. Fadamiro when I was a graduate student, and I went to one of the Entomological Society of America's meeting, and I saw a sign that said Black entomologists, and there was pointing to a room, and I went in and went to one of the meetings, which is maybe a good segue. Could you maybe tell the listeners what IABE stands for and what it is, and
Yes,
what the group does?
thank you. So I'm very passionate about IAB, and IAB stands for International Association of Black Entomologists. And IAB is an international association that serves the professional, social, and cultural needs and interests of Black men and women in entomology and related disciplines. And when we talk about the term Black, it's a very inclusive term. It refers to minorities of different origins and nationalities, including African Americans, African origin, Caribbean, European Blacks, and even Native Americans. We also we also have on our membership list non-Black Caucasian that have interest in furthering the goals of the association. So actually, there's a story behind IAB. IAB was founded in the year 2000. That's about 21 years ago, at the Entomological Society of America annual meeting in Montreal, Canada. And before then, the story started my first meeting, the first meeting of the Entomological Society of America that I attended was in 1994 in Dallas, Texas. I had come, flown in from Oxford, from London, to attend that meeting. And when I got to that meeting, there was about 4,000 to 5,000 participants, but only about 4 or 5 Blacks that we could see. And then as I began to attend annual meetings from then, a group of us came together and realized that maybe there's a need for us to, form an association. And fast forward, the association was formed in the year 2000. And I have the pleasure of serving as a co-founder of IABE and the first president of the association.
That's wonderful. I mean, these things are really important to build community, and I mean, that's how I actually felt welcome. I seeing that there was at the time it was called Black Entomologists meeting taking place. It really made me feel like this is somewhere that I'm going to be okay, and I'm going to be able to participate. So I want to thank you as an entomologist, as a Black entomologist. Thank you for creating this association. And so the next question I have for you, Dr. Fadamiro, is, what types of events and initiatives does IABE do to try and kind of foster and promote diversity in our field?
Thank you. So we have established several initiatives to further our mission. And one of it is to one of our goals is to foster networking and communication among Black entomologists. That is very important. It's, many of us actually get to know each other through that annual ESA meetings, but there is a lot of relationship that's been built through that process. So that is perhaps one of our most important roles, to foster communication and networking. We're like a family, a small family. And that is really one of the things we want to continue to promote. Second, one of our goals is to assist with recruitment and mentoring of Blacks in entomology, recruitment into graduate programs, but also for career, or professional positions. And we have actually accomplished a lot along that line. When you look at it right now, when you flash back to 1994 that I talked about, now you see a lot of Black entomology in very high positions all across the United States, in the industry, in government, in academia. And those folks are actually serving as mentors, as a role model to younger entomologists. So, I mean, we have actually accomplished a lot through that. Third, we provide travel funds for students to attend annual meetings of Entomological Society of America and to present their work, because that's very important for their career development. So, fourth, we promote the science of entomology and entomology-related careers through outreach to elementary and high school students. So many of us do that. We do that here annually, in Alabama here, and I know some of our members do that. That's actually one of the best ways to promote entomology to Blacks. When you catch them young, I mean, when they're young, you go, they're very inquisitive. They want to learn more about insects, but they also want to know what kind of careers, they can have through entomology. And finally, one of the other things we do is we organize meetings and events for Black entomologists during the annual ESA meetings. And we've done a lot of those. We've done mixers, we've done a symposium, and we've invited folks to talk about entomology. So these are some of the things we are doing as an organization. And we're always looking for ideas from other people, members and non-members, of things that we could do. And we've written books to highlight Black entomologists. We participate in events like these to showcase entomology. So those are some of the things we do.
So that's a good that brings me to a question, I guess, Dr. Fadamiro, is how, I mean, I know that you have a website. Is that the best way for people to become members? Is through the website? How can people get involved if people are watching this? Black entomologists are watching this. Other entomologists who are not members of the Black diaspora, they want to get involved in IABE. How is the best way for them to do so?
I'm glad you asked. Uh, you're right. I mean, one of the best ways to get connected with the association is through our website, www.blackentomologist with an s.org, O-R-G. Or you can just simply type Black entomology on the website and you'll find our website. That is one of the best ways or easiest ways. And through that, you can sign up to be a member. You can contact our current leaders, the president, the secretary, and the treasurer, and they will link you up. You have all of the contact information there. Another way is through some of our other leaders, like through, if you know any of our leaders, like Dr. Ware, you can contact her. She would connect you with the right people. You can contact me, and that's some of the things you can do. So, and other ways you can participate in our program is by participating in our initiatives and outreach events. When we have those initiatives and we try to publicize them, we're always looking for people to participate. You can serve as mentor to young Blacks that are interested in entomology. That is another way. And you can make donations to support our travel funds and other initiatives. So there are various ways in which you can participate. But the easiest way is to go to our website, again, www.blackentomologist.org.
So if students are watching this and they want to apply for these funds, is there an application process? Do they have to write a proposal, or how does that work?
So there's no standard application process on a website. So the way it works is the leaders, the officers of the association always send out a call for nomination or for application whenever the funds. So it's all driven by the funding, It's not every year. There are years when what we try to do is we try to raise funds from corporate entities, from individuals. And when we have enough funds, the officers of the association always come up with a process, a streamlined process. So it's not like we have a standard application process on our website, but the best thing to do is when you go to the website, you get the information about the president or the secretary of the association, and you can contact them and they can provide additional information.
Oh, thank you. So for those listening, if you've been blessed, if you've got a little bit of extra that you feel like it's burning a hole in your pocket, perhaps consider donating to this fund so that you could fund the travel of a student to the NSOC meeting in the future years. So I guess, is there anything else that we should know about, Dr. Fadamiro?
No, I think I just want to thank you and your team for what you're doing. What you're doing is very impactful and it's consistent with the mission of IABE. And so I want to thank you. And we are here. Some of us have been very fortunate to be in a position to influence things as people like you, and you're using your influence positively. So I just want to thank you. And I want to also encourage those who may be listening who are wondering what are the opportunities that exist, for Black entomologists. So I always say that as entomologists, we're very fortunate to be in a field, in a discipline that is very impactful. We are, through our research, we can actually contribute we can make significant contributions towards addressing the grand challenges of our generation, the grand challenges of global food insecurity, health, and even environment. And in terms of job, you can get jobs from different sectors, industry. Right now, last 3 years, I've had several of my former graduate students recruited by industry, making more money than me. I mean, I'm proud to say that many of them are, and some of them are assistant professors at the universities. Some are working for government. So there's a lot of, job opportunities for entomology. So I want to encourage, those young ones that may be listening, please give it further consideration and you will not regret it.
Thank you so much. And this has been such a pleasure to get the chance to talk to you about the International Association of Black Entomologists, about IABE. So thanks to everyone for listening. Thanks again, Dr. Fadamiro. I'll try and figure out how to drop the link below to the website so people can find out more and also donate if they have to support the Student Travel Fund. And thanks everyone for listening.
And thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.